Are you going to explode the room here because you're so upset?
But that's okay. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. But he is really strong. I'm like, that's it's kind of scary because you wouldn't think he would try to hurt her, you know. Okay,
accidentally.
He needs to get a lid on it. The man needs anger management.
Needs some counseling.
He does. I honestly, Amaranth, somebody needs to take his powers again until he can learn how to use them. Okay, one breath, the study was intact. The next, it was shards of nothing, a shell of a room. None of it had touched me from where I dropped. Where the rack almost like sobs. I was shaking so that my bones would splinter as the furniture had. But I made myself lower my arms and look at him. And no, oh, that's our power. That's us. We shielded ourselves. He didn't help us. Man, if we couldn't do that, Favor, he stepped again in that line. Favor, please. I realized the line. The bubble of protection, it was me. Okay, we're a powerhouse, Melissa. We can do it all. Let's take him down right here. And not just the mental one, but a physical one too. I didn't know what High Lord it had come from, who controlled the air or wind or any of that, perhaps one of the solar courts. I didn't care. Favor, Tamlin groaned a third time, pushing his hand. Please, at least whatever High Lord that is, thank goodness for them, Melissa, because at least we can actually physically have distance from him now. If we need it, we can push him back.
I think it's too important to remember here that if she hadn't had that power,
what would have happened? And here's the thing, and I can't even listen to it because again, he didn't know we had that power. He wasn't going to train us. We need protection, and it's not from the other courts. It's from Tamlin. We need protection from him. Give him some tithe so he'll leave us alone. This is crazy. I feel like too, and he's going to be like, oh baby, I'll change. I can't do it anymore, Melissa. Because what if we wouldn't have been High Fae yet? You know what I mean? Like, if we would have been mortal and she would have said that, geez. Those words cracked something that cracked me open. Perhaps they cracked the shield of solid wind. I'm sorry. I couldn't stop trembling. I'll try, he breathed. I'll try to be better. I can't control it sometimes. The rage. Okay, wow. No wonder why he's such an eligible bachelor. They left that off his Tinder profile. You know, I got flowers around here, but boy, I can really blow up. Like, he's just painting all the good stuff on there. Today was just a bad day. So, okay, he's good as long as he's always happy? What world is this? I'm sorry, Melissa. With the tithe and all of it. He's like, it was a bad day. I didn't get enough rubies today. I'm over this. What a mess.
Would you consider this abuse?
Yes! In every emotional, physical, spiritual, whatever abuse there is, he's dabbling in it. I thought, is that his power? Oh, spoken like a true crumb. He's like, today, let's just forget about it. Let's just move past it. Move past it! You blew up the whole study! And then he's like, we gotta up the tithe. I had another angry moment. And so, like, are we just using tithe money to rebuild? Like, think about it. They're tithing, and all the people like, oh, he did it again. Guess taxes are going up. The way we'd always been good at communicating. That's it. She's figuring it out. He's saying it the way that we've always been good at communicating, skin to skin. So that's all. I mean, that's what it is. It's more of a physical relationship. I couldn't save you before. I couldn't protect you from them. And when you said that about me drowning you, am I any better than they were? No, Tamlin, you're not, because you just exploded the study. So it's a no. I should have told him it wasn't true, but I hadn't. But I had spoken with my heart, or what was left of it. I'll try to be better, he said. Please give me more time. I can't. Let me get through this. Get through what? Oh, okay, please. Yeah, that's what she says. Getting through what? I wanted to ask, but the words had abandoned me. I realized I hadn't spoken yet. Realized he was waiting for an answer, and that I didn't have one. So I put my arms around him because Barter was the only way that we could speak. It was answer enough. I'm sorry, he said. He didn't sound for minutes. You've given enough, Feyre. Perhaps he was right. Perhaps I didn't have anything left to give anyways. I looked over his shoulder as I held him. The red paint had splattered on the wall behind us. and I watched it slide down the crack of the paneling, and I thought it looked like blood. I'm just gonna highlight it. I hope she remembers. Like, this is, man, that's a lot. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it'd be a messy breakup, but not this messy, Melissa. This is
Too messy for you?
This is too messy for me. You know, because I didn't think he's like the worst guy ever, but he's starting to fit the bill. If the shoe fits. Tamlin didn't stop apologizing. Wow, this didn't stop apologizing for days. He made love to me morning and night. But that never been the hard part. That had never been the hard part. That's it. That physical time is the only part. And so if you think about it, I'm guessing just from the writing on this, he's a 2-minute Tamlin. So besides that moment, we've got 23 hours, 58 minutes to live with this guy. So it's like, that's not enough, Melissa. Because you think about this, scenes are like a page and a half. I think Sarah's,
it's like a paragraph.
It's not a lot. Sarah's trying to tell us something. She's trying to tell us there ain't a lot going on here. We didn't know better. This is just Isaac in the barn.
She doesn't have a lot to compare to.
She doesn't. I need another drink. Okay. There were fewer guards as he walked the grounds. Probably because he killed them. I'm sorry. I know you can't use that, but that's how I feel.
Can on YouTube.
Oh, okay. But no one haunted my steps. Tim would never mention that shield of solid wind that I used against him, and things were good enough that I didn't dare bring it up either. Okay, things are not good, Melissa. That I would say they're bad. Things are not well. The days passed in a blur. Tamlin was way more often than not. Whenever he returned, he didn't tell me anything. So they don't even communicate anymore. He's a booty call now. That's it. This is it. A protector, that's who he was, and that's who he always will be. What I had wanted when I was cold and hard and joyless. What I needed to melt the ice of bitter years on the cusp of starvation. I didn't have the nerve to wonder what I wanted or needed now, or who I had become. It was enough in the beginning. It's not enough anymore. She has I feel like she has changed as a person. She's grown, and he hasn't. And he doesn't want to grow. And I think, too, meeting Reese and seeing how everything was not just for trade for him, it's changed. And I think that's what happened. I think Tamlin wanted to keep her there initially, too. It's easy to be the best man in the room if you're the only man in the room. But meeting Reese raised the bar. And by doing that, she's realizing, like, wow, this is it. But it's because he wanted to keep her in this bubble. And I think that is part of it, too. She's seen more, and now she's like, this is not okay.
I also think you can meet people who are decent, but they're not good for you.
Yeah.
And I think Tamlin's a prime example of that, kind of.
Yeah. You think he's decent?
I think he has a lot to work on.
Well, okay. Give me, what does he not have to work on? That would help me. Can you name one? This would help me. Give me one positive about Tamlin.
He can play the fiddle.
Okay, well, let's continue. I think that's what it is. I'm just running out of, you know how, like, I feel like when you're young and you, like, do the pro and cons list, I ain't got any pros, Melissa. I mean, maybe he makes a mean bouquet with the flowers, but that's about it. Open a flower shop, but we don't need to date you. I don't know why. Never mind. I was going to go on a tangent. I know I need to read. Okay, I'm going to say it anyways. Okay, I don't know why, and it's the most random movie it reminds me of. I feel like Tamlin is, and do you know who I'm going to say? Okay, Mr. Wormwood. Do you remember him from Matilda? He was a maniac. He was angry. He was a monster. But notice, remember when he, like, came to the room, and she's like, yell at me, okay? And then that's how she's developing her powers, is because he was such a monster.
So you're comparing Feyre and Tamlin to Matilda and Mr. Wormwood.
It was a toxic relationship. And then I started thinking,
though, it is
think about
true.
it. Think about it. Think about if he got his hands on her bag and he found that note and it was like, Reese is the most beautiful High Lord. He would blow up. It would be like that scene where he's like, Moby, what? He's like, what is this trash? I don't know.
Do you think that Sarah stole that plot line?
I don't know. Maybe, do you think she was a big Matilda fan and was like, gotta turn that into something? You know? I don't know.
She's like, that's a great idea. We'll have to ask her if we ever see her.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm sure that's the question on everybody's mind. Matilda, are you a fan? But yeah, I don't know. It just reminded me because that's how her powers were stemmed from protecting herself from like angry people. Sometimes seeing if I could summon the physical wall of solid air too. Baby, you're gonna need it from this guy. Savoring the silence that crept in my veins. But he returned for an extended stay about 2 weeks after the okay, so he was gone, but he returned for an extended stay about 2 weeks after the tithe, and I decided to try to talk to interact. I owed it to myself. I woke one morning to the sound of a low, deep voice in the hallway outside my bedroom. Closing my eyes, I nestled into my pillow and pulled my blankets higher, despite the morning I had sometimes not bothering to get out of bed until lunch. A growl cut through the walls, and I opened my eyes. Get out, Tamlin warned. There was a quiet response, too soft for me to make out beyond basic mumbling. I'll say it one last time. He was interrupted by that voice, and the hair on my arms rose. I studied the I'm going to be disappointed if it's not, but I studied the tattoo on my forearm. Today, no one could have come so quickly. Kicking back the covers, I rushed to the door. It's like Christmas morning for her. He's here. Okay, realizing halfway that I was naked. Thanks to Tim, my clothes had been shredded and flying across the other side of him. Sure enough, okay, he's on the property. He's probably like, what do you mean? He's like, I saw the study. It's a mess. Okay, Tamlin and Rhys stood in the hallway. Upon hearing the door open, Rhys turned toward me. The grin that had been on his face faltered. Feyre, his eyes lingered. Are you running low on food here? What Tamlin demanded. The violet eyes had gone cold. Rhys extended a head towards me. Let's go. Tamlin was in Rhys' face in an instant, and I flinched. Get out. He pointed towards the staircase. She'll come to you when she's ready. Well, that was a few days ago. We're ready to go. Okay, Rhys just brushed an invisible fleck of dust off Tamlin's sleeve. Okay, part of me thinks I do feel like Rhys is baiting him because he knows he has uncontrollable rage. And he's like, look, buddy, it's going to be a lot easier for me to take her if you have another one of your little fits, right? So I feel like Tamlin's like, shut your mouth and get out. The High Lord conceded a step towards the stairs and slid his hands into his pocket. I love how cool he is. He's like, okay, let's get out of here. This baby's about to do it again. You really should have your wards inspected. I'm strolling so easily. Put some clothes on. I bared my teeth out as I stepped back in my room. Tamlin followed after me, slamming the door hard enough that the chandelier shuddered, sending shards of light shivering over the walls. I dropped the blanket and I strode towards the armoire across the room, the mattress. How did he get here? I asked, throwing open the doors and rifling through the clothes until I found, oh, so she's like, he's like trying to protect her, and she's like changing clothes. She's like, how did he get here? She's like packing her bag. She's ready to go. Night court attire I'd asked Alice to keep. I knew she wanted to burn them, but I told her I'd wind up coming home with another set anyways. I don't know, Tamlin said. I slipped on my pants. She said, I felt the lie beneath his words. It's just part of whatever game he's playing. I tugged the short shirt over my... If war's coming, maybe we'd be better served at trying to mend things. He says, I'll start mending things the day he releases you from your bargain. Maybe he's keeping the bargain so that you'll attempt to listen to him. Fair, he said, reaching. But I stepped out of range. We wants to leave. Like he went for a hug, and she's like, "Oh, he's time's money. I got a week. I'll see ya." Why do you need to know these things? Is it not enough for you to recover in peace? You earned that for yourself. You earned it. I relaxed the number of centuries. Oh, you have less nannies watching you now. I've been trying to get better about it. So leave the rest of it. He took a steadying breath. This isn't the time for this conversation. Okay, so he pulled us in for a hug. Doesn't really feel like we're hugging back. It's just like one of those, all right, pal. Like, we'll see you around. Someone coughed from the hall, and Tamlin's body seized up. But I had enough fighting and snarling and going. Okay, this is it. But I've had enough fighting and snarling and going back to that open, serene place atop a mountain. It seemed better than hiding in a library. I pulled away and Tamlin lingered as I walked back into the hall. Rhys frowned at me. I debated barking something nasty at him, but it would have been required. Harder than I had, and requiring carrying what he thought. Reese's face became unreadable as he extended his hand, only for Tamlin to appear behind me and shove that hand down. You in her bargain right here, right now, and I'll give you anything you want. Anything. Rubies aren't going to work on this guy. My heart started dead. Are you out of your mind? Tamlin didn't so much as blink in my direction. Rhysand merely raised his eyebrow. I already have everything I want. He stepped around Tamlin as if there was a piece of furniture. He was a piece of furniture. But there's not, because we blew it all up. And he took my hand. Before I could say goodbye, a black wind gathered us up and we were gone. He's done it again. He's done it again. Oh, I want to believe this is off the cuff for him. He's
unrehearsed.
He's unrehearsed. He's like, this garbage here, this is what I want, and I'm leaving with it. That's what I'm talking about. Chapter 11. We're back. At least we're having less. It feels like less. Sarah's merciful because she's like 2 weeks past here and we didn't have to deal with any of that. So, but I love Tamlin. Again, this is that thing. Tamlin's crazy. I'll give you anything. And he's like, no. This is what I want. And we're out of here. The only thing he wants, and this is the thing, is like part of me is like, this favor like was a mistake haggling down from 2 weeks to 1 week. We could have left a week early. So
we could have.
I don't know. I can only imagine at this point, poor Lucian, as soon as we leave, Tamlin's like, everybody's running out of the house. She's going to come back and there's just going to be tents everywhere. We're rebuilding. He had another episode, but he's really changed and he's working. He read one of those self-help books and before it caught on fire, man, he was doing it.
He's really coming together.
He's coming in hot. That's what he's coming in. I can't, Melissa. I hope we never go back.
I hope.
Eventually, the thing is, the bargain is like a guaranteed week. At one point, does she go, I'm never going home? Because she doesn't have to go home. And Rhys is big on free will. He doesn't own it. They're not married, right? You saw how that wedding went. Like, he wants her out of that bargain so bad. And again, he's like, he treats her like property. He's like, I'll trade you anything, you know? Anything. He's like, I'll trade you whatever. Lucian can go with you. He's willing to give up anything, at least books, because she's like a piece of property. She's a piece of meat. And that's the thing, is Rhys is like, I don't deal in people. Like, she's coming with me. Like, she's a person. She's not up for auction.
She's my person.
She's my person, you know? And they, again, he held our soul for a little bit, Melissa, in the last book. And you know what? And I think we should roll the dice on love. What do you think?
I don't know. I think we got to continue to find out.
And I'm ready.